welcome back to the 40 Basil channel. Currently still working on the Triumph. I have, however, uncovered the Kawasaki. So yeah, that's that. This is the Triumph. So today's project is installing these LED indicators. But these ones are, they keep being described as the Audi ones, which I really hate. But anyway, I don't mind Audis, I just don't like that they're described as Audis. I don't think they're the first ones that come up with this idea. However, what the idea is that they're sequential LEDs. Now, I won't lie, I have already started on this project because I know fitting LED indicators to a motorbike can be a problem sometimes. I did it on one of my previous motorbikes many years ago, and I didn't realise you had to buy another kit, which was easy sorted. However, this is actually the opposite, and I've put down the piece of wire I made, which will cut. No, I haven't. It's right here. This will be important in a minute. So, this panel here has already been taken off, and I have installed, if I can get this panel off, the first indicator. And as you can see, I want the screen on, please. Thank you. I've removed the entire back end of the bike because in here was, I'll put it down somewhere, there, this relay. This is, when you install LEDs, this is probably what you'll have to install, or it's already installed for maintaining your indicators anyway. So plug this one back in, and then if you watch the pattern on the wall, the light, you can see my right hand indicator, which I haven't changed yet, blinking normal. Okay, however, this is going to be the left one. You see that's not quite working. It's not quite getting the full pattern it should be. You can take my word for it that the front is doing the same. So we'll cancel that, just because in work I'm an electrician. We'll turn the bike off. So if I just do this now, okay, so essentially I'm shorting out that relay. Now if I do this, you can see I'm worried that's blinking a bit fast, but no, that's actually fine. So you can see that works. So what I need to do is I need to find a decent, sorry, was that actually, let me just, I'm looking at it, but I don't know if you can actually see it. There you go. You can see that's lighting up from one end to the other, and that's the Audi pattern that people keep talking about. So, turn that off, remove the keys. So what I've got to do is find slightly thinner cable, which I think I've got some of in my thing, because what I want is these ferrules on the end, so they slot in nicely. I do not want to remove this plug right now. And I don't want to shop around and get a part, which I probably could find, but I just don't want to shop around for it. So unless there's a way of spoofing the relay, which doesn't look like there is, I'll have a look at this quickly. So I'll be back in a mo with either this rigged or that rigged. Okay, so you can see there I've got a link in decently secured, and even though it's decently secured, just for a little bit of extra protection, because this is what they like to do in the motoring industry, cover stuff with tape. And there you go. And if I just check the indicator again, it's working lovely. So what I'll do now is I'll take the old ones out. If I can find a place to put you, you can watch and get it together. Okay, so yeah, old ones in place. So what I can do for now take the new ones out and we'll get the old ones off, for which I need 10mm, which should just be there, and actually you can stay like that. I need the rest of the little ratchet kit. Oh, I've lost it. Oh, wait, not that. I have a ratchet 10mm actually in the tool case. I can't get the ratchet on. Oh, looks up. Okay. Here's the problem with being like so right-handed. Ah, I'm gonna have to use a normal Allen key for now. Still haven't really properly packed away from work we did the other day. So there we go. That's better. Just if you're doing this, something like this, just try and remember, losing a nut on a bloody motorbike is a nightmare. Same with a car, to be honest with you. So try and keep a finger in there or something on it. Now, these are not, despite the description, like for like. Well, whilst it does fit, I have had to modify the other end, and I think, looking at this, I'm probably going to have to do the same here. Okay, bit grimy. I'm going to clean them up and try and get the plastic off. If not, I'll use heat shrink to if I've got some. I think I've got some heat shrink. So yeah, that is supposed to go in there, but it won't. However, I did. Oh, actually, that's a point. I'm going to ream it. My reamer hid from me. Right, don't want to take a huge amount off. It's only a little bit bigger. And what I've done on the other end is I put a thread in because I thought that'd be good. But what it does do is it makes it awkward to position it. So yeah. So just unwrap it. Oh. Bring out these cables. And then pull through. Oh, still a bit more. It's alright. Bit of trial and error doesn't hurt. Like I said, I don't want to go mad. I hope I won't be the last owner of this bike. I hope at some point I can update to all of the newer ones, but we'll see. There you go. Perfection. Get away without the locking up. Not locking up, but locking the spring-loaded washer, basically. So you see how that's gone in. So if we drop it down slightly, there we go. I feel a bit happier having it like that without the washers than I do having the washers, having it wedged over this bit of metal here. So we've got it pointing the same way as the thing. I'm going to need a better spanner, I think, because my adjustable's not getting in there. Okay, so you can see that in there. I'm going to see if I can get a better spanner on it. Okay, so something I just wanted to show you. I have a hot glowy pen, and I put a little bit of heat shrink on, and I'll just over the top, just nice and even, just to protect it. Not too much heat on any one side because you'll damage the electrics, you'll damage the insulation, and there you go. And also be careful you put this down after. Be careful what you touch, because I think I just hurted my finger. Right, that's plastic. Right, just do a check. Oh, beautiful. See that flashing away. So I'm going to do the same on this side. So these have just been pulling off, except for when you just want them to pull off. Come on. Because I'd really, mind you. Oh, where's my little cut off of there? So if we're doing cut off, so what I'll do, slide that on, push it through. So it is coming. Come on, you bugger. There you go. Bit of sustained pressure. Then we'll slide it on into there. That ain't going anywhere. And then, even though it's only one side, so yes, I'm using the cheating method for this. I don't know if you can see the blue. Oh. Okay. Starts to glow. And then again, just gently, bit of heat. And then it's in there as well, so we're just going to put a little bit of heat in there, just to make sure it's holding on, because this will provide some support as well. And there you go. So we'll turn that off, we'll put it somewhere cool. I can't believe I did that with the power on. And there you go. So I'm not going to show you me struggling with the other back indicator. It's going to be exactly the same process. What I'll do is I'll show you one of the other front ones, just to show you what panel I had to take off to access it all, so that if you're doing this on a similar bike, you know what you're looking for. But okie dokie, I nearly forgot then. Well, I did forget. I've already started, as you might be able to see. All I've done is I've put this plate in over the top, pushed all the cables and that. Do you know what? It's only going to take me a second. Right. All the cables are down there. They're fine. They're not going to get touched by anything, so they'll be fine down there. The only other thing I did, I put these, the ones that have the bolts that held the old indicators in, I've put them back in, just because I didn't like the holes being there. I wouldn't exactly call this section watertight, but let's minimize where we can. It's not just water, it's dust and crap and bugs and shit, so let's do it. So this metal plate was last off, so first on. You can see which way it goes on. It's quite obvious. It is really obvious as well, because I tried to put it on upside down first and it wasn't going, just didn't look right, and it took me a second to think, oh, do you know what, well, that's not going in at all. That's going in now. So Apologies to move you around a bit there. Ooh. I really am going to have to invest in a new stand for my camera. Oh god, it really is not enjoying this job right now. There you go. Switch that over. Right. Yes, I'm holding it by its head and doing that because I do it quicker that way. Yes, if I was trying to get more leverage, I would hold it on the end. So in case anyone's watching this and feels like commenting, I come from a line of engineers, and if you don't hold the tool properly, they mock you. So I know I'm not holding it properly because I've adapted. All right. And I'm not going for anally clean, just enough that I know I've put the effort in. It does look quite nice. Right, luckily I did put the bolts somewhere where I remember them. Oh, itchy head. Sorry, I'm singing. That's worse than anything. Right, so put these 4 bolts on. So what I'm going to do next is, I don't know if I'm going to finish this tonight because the front right hand side of the bike is right up against my garage door, and it's now 20 past 9 at night, and I really don't feel what I would do if this was during the day, I'd open the door, and I don't have to take the bike. Even if it was raining, I'd open the door, and that way I could do what I want. Okay, as promised, continuation. Right, firstly, on brand today. Right, anyway, let's finish this last indicator. Sorry, I'm just trying to, I only have the one stand now for my camera. So, there you go. You're very low down, unfortunately. That's just the way it is. I am missing. That's alright. We'll just do it this way. So, I need to get this off because I believe there is another bolt behind here that we need to get to. So, just gonna put that there. So, last indicator, and then the bike's all done except for the number plate, which I'm not going to show you because it's just a number plate, and I'm not putting my number plate out there. I might service this at some point this year. I don't know. I might get it serviced. A lot of money for oil and filter change, which I can do. So, sorry, 1 bolt there, 2 behind, that's just this panel. And the reason I'm taking this panel off is because I'm fairly certain it covers a bolt. I thought that was doing nothing. Sorry, I didn't mean to put that right in front of the camera. Right, try and keep your bolts and that together. I'm wrong, but it does slot in, and I think it would be awkward to try and take it out without it. So, oh, I thought I'd already undone that. Go away. The only bad thing about summer is the bugs. So I don't know if you can see me because the screen's just gone off. Yeah. So taking this top panel off, if I can. Come on. There we go. Come on, 'cause you're going to drop out at some point anyway. See? I have forgotten to put gloves on today. Never mind. And there is another. Right. And if you turn that. Right. So this is there. See it there? And that's just holding this last bit on. There we go. That was unnecessarily awkward, really, wasn't it? And there you go. Next, it's over there. The next stage. Right, so unplug. Don't need anything from here. Home improvements and the like. So the bolt in behind the old indicator, and then just do you know what? It's just occurred to me. I keep saying about, oh, I'll record some rides coming up. I don't think I've got a camera mount for the GoPro. I've got a camera mount for a different camera. I'm not sure I've got any space left on the thing. I might have to get a helmet mount because my handlebars have got lots of stuff on already. Right, there we go. So, don't need this bolt. This is so open, unlike the back where I've put the bolt into waterproof it. I'm not doing that in the front. Come on, there we go. Old indicator free. Right, this is a deburrer. And just, I don't know if you can see it on the camera there. We'll just take a little bit of volume alcohol. Forgot the most important bit of fitting the indicators. The indicator. Okie dokie. Right. Take out the packaging. Take the stuff off. Do I need to take some into it? The only awkward thing about doing this is you've got to keep pulling it in and out. Okay, so a little bit more. So grab the deburrer and just, might be easier from this side. Yeah, it's easier from this side. There you go. Just evenish. Oh, still a little bit more. So. You can't do it because of the wires. You've got to pull the wires through. That's got to be big enough. How big are they going to be? There you go. Okay. Right. So, flat washer spring washer nut all the way down. Okay, so this is where it becomes a little bit trickier. So we want to make sure that they're pointing in roughly the same direction, but also they're pointing in a good direction, because no point in putting up the sky or down at the ground, is there? So let's have a look. So I'm on a slope, obviously, and that one's pushed out slightly because I've not fitted it properly, but that's looking all right to me. Okie dokie. So we'll just check the polarity, check that I know that's correct. If you get these off, some of them just pull off. I'm sure there's probably a method for it. There you go. There's one. That one looks twisted in there, so I don't think it's going to come out. As you'll have seen from the ones I've done already, or the one I showed you, it's not hugely important as long as I can get a connection on. Come on. There we go. Oh, it's out now. So that's fine. There you go. One. So this. So I'll pick you up in a second and show you. It's not. There we go. I have got solder on connectors if I need to, but so you can see black is common. The other one seems to be the positive, or the drive switch on. Right. I have not brought the keys with me, just had the keys with me all along. We got life. That doesn't look good. Why does that not look good? That one's working. Ah. Oh, that's interesting. Oh no. One of the rows of LEDs isn't working. Oh, for flip's sake. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm going to have to take a video and send that to the supplier and see if they'll send me new ones. And then they can have this one back or whatever. Okay. I don't think I've got any space left on my memory card. So